Hello, Paula Daniele from Crochet Hooks You here, and today I'll be showing you how to sew granny squares together. The granny square tutorial, if you want to make some, should be on your screen above. And if you want to crochet a large project, what I'd suggest when measuring out how much yarn you need to use, lay it across all of the squares. So I've got more squares here. I'll just show you what I mean. So if you lay out all of your squares to the length that you're going to crochet them all together, then you would get your yarn and lay it across the full length. And if it's a really big project, I would suggest not even cutting the yarn and keeping your yarn needle on one end and leaving and just working from the ball of yarn rather than cutting it, just to be sure that you're going to have enough to work the length that you need. Now, if it's a shorter project like I'm doing here, which is going to be an iPad charging mat, so I've just got 6 squares for my mat because I don't like when I put my iPad to charge, it's a hard surface, so I need something soft to put it on. So that's what I'm using 6 squares for. And to sew them together, once you've got the length of yarn that you need, now if you've got the same granny square pattern, you've done the same granny square tutorial that I have there on the screen, then you should have chain 2s here in the corner. Now you're only going to start off in the closest chain because you want to leave one chain there and start in this chain. And then all you do is you just come in through the side of that stitch, and then with the one that matches up on the other side, you pop it through like that and just pull through. Now you would probably be using a yarn that matches what your project colour is, but I'm using the different colour so that you can see where I'm stitching. So I'll show you again. Just into that one and up through the matching one on the other side. So it's quite a simple process, but it is timely. So in this side of the stitch, up the back of that side of the stitch, and you just keep on going. Now you're probably wondering, what do you do once you've reached the end and to join on to the next 2? So with your next 2, let's say I've done here, you would do exactly the same as how you start up here. So you find the 2 chain stitches. Let me just move that out of the way. So once again, you'd find the 2 chain stitches in the corner, 1, 2, and start on that second one. And there's 1, 2, start in the second one there. And then they would all pull tight. Let's just say that I've done those stitches, but that's how you would start in. Once you've finished coming down on this one, then that's how you would start coming into your next 2. And the reason you're starting in that chain is because when you come to sew across this way, you need that other chain to stitch into from this way. So anyway, that's how I sew my granny squares together. So I hope that's been helpful for you.